Well, hello everyone. So, earlier today I watched Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2022 live action adaptation, and based on the animated series of the same name. Haim, Haim also directed by Akiva Schaffer, who directed Sylvester's Lonely Island, and I gotta say, much like how I didn't know what to think about when I first heard they were making this movie, let alone that would be live action, as opposed to animated. Well, like, okay, I'll bite. Likewise, I didn't know what to expect when I saw the trailers for it, and I'm actually kind of glad that my cautious optimism and morbid curiosity were indeed rewarded. So let's get started. So, the movie takes place 30 years after the original TV series ended, and as well as its many years in syndication as well. With Chip now selling insurance and Dale becoming like something of like making like appearances at conventions and when one of and some their friend Monterey Jack as well as other cartoon characters are going missing in LA. They have to let the persona they played on a small screen in order to get to the bottom of what's happening, save the day. So if you think this premise seems somewhat Roger Rabbit-esque, you're not alone. Not just because Roger was in like this whole nightclub scene near the beginning. It definitely was an interesting idea to have the actual TV show a lot of us watched when we were younger, and they're gonna be on Disney XD. He he be an in-universe TV show with them being actors who's that they play the roles in. And then as a result, it has a very interesting take on also basically portrays them and other cartoon characters accept the reality of the rule. I mean, some of the stuff I won't be spoiling for plot details, but also for the comedy as well. Yeah. Points. There's not just appearances from other stuff the Mouse worked on. They have in the wheelhouse they're poking fun at, like they have people walking around the convention dressed like Ray and Kylo Ren, and as well as mice dressed as them. I mean, they have stuff from other companies like WB and a lot of ones from Paramount slash CBS Viacom. Like, and I like the whole bit part with the original ugly movie sound design. I definitely threw me for a loop, and it's almost like looking at a parallel universe. Which it's like I expected when I made that tweet about all the other ones, live action animated hybrid films I've seen. Like, I know it just mentioned Roger Rabbit also, like Links Back in Action, Detective Pikachu, the song we just mentioned, as well as like even like the Space Jam duology, like the live action animated film will make a fine addition to my collection. The writers also have been working with Lonely Island for a while. They're part of their troupe alongside Andy Sam and Jerome Tacone. Oh, and I also know that both Andy as well as John Mulaney have been really funny on SNL and other movies as well. And even some like the urban legends they touched on, like the whole about the Main Street USA Disneyland being like a front, and even if they want to say everything from like a commemorative bottle of Coke or popsicle to a popcorn bucket to like a replica of the prop of a lightsaber at the Galaxy's Edge. And and some things that caught me actually expand upon more, you see like the whole Seth Rogen's character as a dwarf named Bob in the, shall we say, rather unfortunate its obsession with making mocap animated films in the 2000s, including one in particular that lost them well over $100 million. We'll probably be looking at, you know, the one. And you see a lot more than you do in the ads. I definitely can count on that. Which I'm definitely not spoiling, just not only because of the plot, but also for the comedy as well, which much like Detective Pikachu. It's one of the best Roger Rabbit sequels probably never gonna get, largely because the deal fell through. Who, especially given how Spielberg, for obvious reasons, didn't feel comfortable with the script after Schindler's List either. So yeah, visually, it definitely has this unique look to it, like how comparing like the whole CG makeover to the character to like plastic surgery, which to be fair, wouldn't that be much of a stretch? I mean, as well as having like something like a 2.5D look to the other characters. I mean, which is still pretty interesting approach. I mean, other characters are traditionally animated, some are CG. They play with claymation, and one lead they follow is a Muppet who may or may not be the Swedish F's non-union cousin, and and there's anime as characters that seems to blend in with cosplayers that are dressed like Captain America, uh, or Ash Ketchum. So it's not too much a stretch when the original characters on the show, at least these personae, were based on Indiana Jones and Madame P.I., other or popular personae in their time, and even poked fun at other ones at the time. So like some of the episodes I watched, like I haven't seen all of the original series. I'm probably gonna be finishing it for the nostalgic wave I'm doing in the future. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll remember it the same way in another 30 years of poking fun at the Paw Patrol, or having some of the cars from Cars just casually driving on the highway and just yelling at Dale's banged up sedan. Yeah. I've covered a few live action versions of the animated classics since I began my trip in Disney Plus hole, with more to come, as early as this month. I mean, some stick pretty close to who their source material while still having enough new stuff that stands out from the original, like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Lion King. Others, who's like the Dumbo remake as well as Cruella, go more off the rails, and experiment a lot more. This definitely falls into the latter camp where you have it starts with like Paul Abdul and MC Scat Cap from like the Opposite Attract video, how DJing, and let's just say that I'm definitely not gonna spoil the denouement for you at all. I mean, it's hilarious, especially with Fat Cat's upgrade aid and how that happens. And I mean, and it's definitely one that I definitely was one I could use right now, given how once again, as I'm sitting here in front of my webcam and all my posters, everything is happening all at once. And I totally understand why the mouse must made this just like an exclusive for their stream platform, but it definitely is a fun way to spend 98 minutes. And if I had to say now, I would definitely give you who a say would be like a easy 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5, 4.5 at the most. Like, not a perfect film. Once the picture they were laying down, I could see where it was headed, but I still had a lot of fun on watching it. I mean, there's some scenes I just could not stop laughing at, like I'm not going to spoil much about what they do with the ugly Sonic character, so there's that. As well as the whole subplot about how the infamous mockbusters of their classic films. I mean, wait till you see how it goes. It's incredible. Anyway, that'll be all for now. I will see you again soon. Take care, everyone.